Blood in the Mountains. Chapter 5. Sophia, Alex, and Maria spent many long nights huddled around the fire, discussing their plan to bring down the cartel. They knew that it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined to succeed. Maria was an expert on vampires, and she had a special understanding of their strengths and weaknesses. She knew how to defeat them, and she was determined to use all her knowledge to help Sophia and Alex succeed. "We must be careful," Maria warned. "The vampires are cunning and ruthless. We must be prepared for anything." Sophia nodded, her eyes determined. "We can do this," she said. "We have to do this. We can't let the cartel win." Together, they crafted a plan that would take them deep into the heart of the cartel's stronghold. They would use Sophia as bait, luring the vampires out into the open where Alex and Maria could attack. "It's risky," Alex said, his brow furrowed with concern. "But it's the best chance we have. We can do this. We have to do this." And so, on the night of the full moon, they set out on their mission. As they approached the stronghold, they could feel the tension rising. They knew that they were entering the lair of their enemy, and that they would have to be at their very best to survive. They made their way through the dark corridors, their hearts pounding with fear and determination. They could feel the vampires watching them, their presence lurking in the shadows. And then, just when they thought all was lost, they came face to face with Calig, the sinister vampire who had been watching them all along. Calig sneered at them, his eyes glowing with an evil light. "You should have stayed out of this," he growled. "You have no idea what you're dealing with." "We know exactly what we're dealing with," Sophia spat back. "We're dealing with a cartel of bloodthirsty vampires who think they can do whatever they want. But we're not going to let you win." Calig chuckled, a dark, sinister sound. "You think you can defeat me?" he said. "You are nothing but weak, mortal humans. You have no power against me." "We have more power than you think," Alex said, his voice low and dangerous. "And with Maria's help, we have the knowledge to defeat you." Maria nodded, her eyes narrowed. "I know your kind, Calig," she said. "I know your weaknesses and your strengths. And I know how to bring you down." Calig snarled, his fangs bared. "You think you can defeat me?" he said. "I am the leader of this cartel. I am the most powerful vampire in this region. You have no chance against me." But Sophia, Alex, and Maria were not afraid. They knew that they had the courage, the determination, and the knowledge to defeat Calig and bring down the cartel, and so, with a fierce battle cry, they launched themselves at the vampire, their weapons flashing in the dim light. The fight was intense and brutal, with Sophia and Alex using every ounce of strength and skill they had to defend themselves against the powerful vampire. But with Maria's help, they were able to hold their own. As Sophia, Alex, and Maria fought against Calig, they knew that they were facing a formidable enemy. Calig was a powerful vampire, and he seemed to be able to anticipate their every move. But Maria had a secret weapon up her sleeve. She had spent her entire life studying the vampires of this region, and she knew all their secrets. She knew how to defeat them, and she was determined to use all her knowledge to help Sophia and Alex succeed. As the fight raged on, Maria reached into her pocket and pulled out one of the ancient relics they had found on their journey. It was a small, intricately carved stone amulet, said to have been imbued with powerful magical properties. Maria held the amulet aloft, her eyes narrowed in concentration. And as she spoke the ancient words of power, the amulet began to glow with a bright, white light. Calig howled in pain as the light hit him, his body writhing in agony. He tried to fight back, but it was no use. The amulet was too powerful, and he was no match for its ancient magic. With a final, desperate cry, Calig fell to the ground, defeated. Sophia, Alex, and Maria had won the day. They had used the ancient relic to defeat their enemy, and brought peace to the land. As Sophia, Alex, and Maria stood over his lifeless body, they knew that the battle was won. They had defeated the cartel and brought peace to the land. After the battle was won, Sophia and Alex knew that they had to do something special to seal their love for each other. They had been through so much together, and they wanted to celebrate their victory in a way that would be meaningful and enduring. So, they decided to travel to the top of a nearby mountain, where they could be alone and surrounded by the beauty of nature. It was a place of great power and beauty, a place where they could feel close to the divine. As they climbed the mountain, hand in hand, they felt a sense of joy and contentment that they had never known before. They knew that they were meant to be together, and that nothing could stand in their way. When they reached the top of the mountain, they found a secluded spot where they could be alone. There, under the light of the full moon, they exchanged vows of love and devotion. They promised to be there for each other, no matter what, and to support each other in all their endeavors. As they spoke the words that would bind them together forever, they felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over them. They knew that they had found their true home, and that they would always be together. And as they descended the mountain, hand in hand, they knew that their love would last a lifetime. The end.